Dream SMP, how to get started. So today I'll give you some tips on how to begin watching Dream SMP. At first it may seem kind of straightforward as in the statement, but because of how the Dream SMP is composed of hundreds of hours of streams, and how it's tricky to watch in order or know who exactly to watch to get the important lore, just be aware that this tutorial is not absolutely necessary to follow. So if you really want to, you don't need to abide by it at all, or you can even just make some slight deviations. The way I found the Dream SMP was because of a couple of anime addicts, and that's the way that I know many people did. Many other people found it from being already fans of the content creators. After I watched a couple of these animatics, though, I luckily found a summary video, which they are a godsend for people who are new to it, because they can explain a whole arc, faction, or character within 6 minutes to an hour, depending on if it's an arc, a character, or the amount of content related to that subject. The summaries I'll personally recommend to get the whole story is EvanMCGaming. He has up to the egg arc, which the title will probably sound kind of confusing if you have not watched up to there, but trust me. And for those who do not know what arc means, it's basically kind of a period of time, one of the many wars that happens in this SMP. It could also be a character arc, which is basically a period of time for said character, or how they change over time. Anyways, back to talking about summary videos. He actually has a playlist for this if you want to listen to them when sitting, or just so that you don't get lost when watching them. Some others, since it cuts off at the egg arc, the next arc, it's just up to a certain moment, so some of the more recent lore isn't in it. But there's a really good video on Lost Nevadas by KaylanTheKayak, which is Kaylan, and then it's just the kayak with capitals at the start of each word. And basically, if you're just getting into it, the entire Dream SMP summaries videos tend not to be that good, because they can spoil you, but they won't go into depth about lore or anything, and they tend only to be up to a certain point. They're more good for if you've already watched it, or already watched up to a point where the video was made and you just want to try and remember some of the stuff that happens. So yeah. So for example, if it was made 10 months ago and you had watched up to 10 months ago, then that's fine. The summary route overall is just the least confusing way to begin watching the Dream SMP, at least in my opinion. If you want to avoid spoilers until you catch up, I would recommend avoiding the fandom or animatics, unless it's aimed at the arc that you've already finished. And in that case, you still have to be a bit careful. I know you may want to jump in straight away, but if you're trying to avoid spoilers, then yeah. So in conclusion, this video in a nutshell is that summaries are your best friends. I just want to thank all the summary makers, artists, and just everyone in this fandom for making this community as large and packed full with quality content as it is. This is EvanMCGaming signing off.